everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Lunching with Lisa. We come on every Thursday, so thank you to those who are coming back again today. I'm excited about this evening's show for a couple of reasons. But one is we had a guest that was coming on earlier this month, and we got her back, and we're so happy because we love to brag on her, and we're going to bring her in a minute. I'm just going to do some announcements. We got quite a few things, wonderful things that are going on for Luncheon with Lisa and all of the other platforms that I have. So we wanted to start off with DSM Media, who you know kind of sponsors the background production of Luncheon with Lisa, but you might not have known that we have a whole lineup. So start off with Tuesdays, we have Upfront Mind, Body, and Soul with host Michelle Bolden Hammond. So we want to encourage you to tune in and check her show out. She has a wonderful platform. Great guests. They talk about some really wonderful topics dealing with the mind, body, and soul, and who doesn't need that. So please tune in 7 to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Tuesdays and check out Upfront Mind, Body, and Soul. Then we have on Thursdays, it's the Luncheon with Lisa show, of course, and then we have Fridays, which is the Tamika Joy does the Stars with Tamika Joy. She'll be coming back next month. She's on Friday 7 to 8 p.m. So you all check her out. She even has a Friday that she kind of dedicates to the children, and they do a takeover show. So the hosts are children, the guests are children. I mean, it is just the cutest thing ever. So you got to check that out. And then on Saturday mornings, we have Moms We See You with host Dr. Tashika Green and Jacqueline Griffin. They have a dynamic show on Saturday. You are fed early on Saturday morning, so you're ready for your day. So DSM Media actually does the background productions for all of these shows. So we actually have a little lineup going on. So if you're ever thinking about having a show and we have a space available, check us out and see what we can do and get you live on the platform as well. So congratulations to everyone in their shows this year too. So now I'm going to move on to, what did I want to do? I want to shout out one of my I'll say my children's book. I have a children's book series called Cam Capers, and the very first book is When Gigi Meets Cam. In January, we celebrated a whole year. So I wanted to encourage everybody to please continue to go out there and get the book. I've actually written 3 more, and I'm working on getting the illustrations done so I can actually publish those as well. So I'm excited about that because Cam is growing up. So some of these are going to be about Cam, Big Cam, Little Cam, because Camden is my grandson, but Cameron is uncle. He's my son. And they have their own little relationship that is just the cutest thing. And you never see books about uncles, right? So this is going to be an uncle book, which I'm really kind of excited about. And one of them is actually going to be about the things that Camden likes, like applesauce. He has an applesauce dance. So I want to share some of those really crazy things. So go out there and check out the Facebook page I have for him called Cam's Corner. And you'll find out about what's going on in Cam's life with Gigi, me, and yeah, we include some of the other family, like his mom and his dad. Yeah, we include them just a little bit. I also wanted to shout out Shariva. We shouted out her the first. She's probably a little shocked that I'm going to mention this all month long, but for Women's History Month, Shariva, who's backstage working, but she has Saving My Pocket. So you all, if you want to save your money and keep it in your pocket, Shariva is the one that will help you to do that. And I'm trying to tell you, she has skills. So go check her out, Saving My Pockets. Join her group on Facebook, and you will receive all kinds of tips on how to coupon. And it's a craft. It's a gift. So she might share a few tips. I don't know if you're going to be able to do it like she do it, but she can try to get you close to it. So stay tuned and check out Shariva. I wanted to actually remind you all that this year is 10 years with Dove Style Magazine. And we are going to have all kinds of wonderful things happen this year with Dove Style Magazine. And I wanted to remind you also that you can please remember that you can have ad space in Dove Style Magazine. So please hit us up on how you can advertise your product or your event. And I'm excited about this month. I will be I'm actually doing some articles on a new book project that I'm a part of. So I am going to be one of the co-authors on this project, and I'm also writing the articles for all of the co-authors and the visionary in the book, and it's called Step into Leadership Greatness: Leaders Producing Leaders. So I'm excited about that, and they're going to be in the magazine this month. And the good thing about that is, in addition to Step into Leadership Greatness, all of these co-authors are going to be coming into the magazine. They'll also be joining Lunchin with Lisa as well, coming in May. So look out for that. I'm excited about my chapter. And it was kind of fun talking about leadership. And I'm going to reveal some things about leadership and my role with that. So I'm excited about that coming up. Look out for them in Dove Style Magazine starting this month. And I wanted to tell you that with Dove Style Magazine, we're going to change up the platform a little bit. So it's going to look a little different, not a lot, but a little, in a great way. So I'm excited about that. That will happen this month. I also wanted to do a few shout outs. First of all, I almost forgot. At the end of the year, November, December, we are going to have Hidden Treasure Awards. We're working on that now because we want to actually highlight some people that are out here doing some wonderful things. And we decided that we wanted to, give them a little something to just let them know we see you. And even though they're hidden, if you have the right, if you got the right vision, you can see them even though they're hidden to some people. So we're going to shine the light on them with the Hidden Treasure Awards. We're excited about that coming up. I wanted to mention real quick, Dr. Tashika and Jacqueline Griffin have teamed up with DSM Media, and we will be having what we call the Mommy and Me Virtual Tea and Royal Affair, which is going to be wonderful. It's on May 7th. And we're inviting everybody to come in your attire. Put those fascinators on, and we're going to have a good time. We're going to talk about some things dealing with, moms and daughters. And it's going to be a great time. So please save the date for that. We are excited about that. In addition, I'm trying to think what else. Sheree was probably like, what in the world? We have the Leading Within conference that is coming up with Sharon Parker. She is one of our regular supporters, but Sharon and Grace is very familiar with Sharon. That's where we met. It's all Sharon's fault, but she is actually coming up on the 9th Leading Within conference. And I'm excited about being a part of that again and looking forward to it. So save the date. It's May 20th. 20th through the 22nd, actually, 2022. So please check that out. I try to give as much support to everybody as I can. And then, of course, last but probably not least, because we don't know how to say no to some things, is the Power of Shut Up Symposium 2. I am so excited to announce this. We are getting everything together with the Eventbrite, and you'll see something on Facebook. We just got everything kind of locked in today. So please, once you see the information on how to get your ticket, you do not want to miss this event. We have more speakers this year. Prince Dejour, who is on Radio 1 to 102.3 Radio 1. He's coming back as a speaker. We have Donnie Got the Beats on. He's a music producer, among other things. He's coming back to the platform. And if you all don't remember Nigel Birch, who came on the show, he is a poet. If you haven't looked him up, you got to look him up. His work is absolutely amazing. He's an author, poetry. He does poetry, very deep, brother. These are some guys who are coming to the platform ready to talk about the Power Shut Up. Then we have Victoria Hammond. We have Dr. Tanoa Hampton that's new to the platform. I can't wait for them to talk about the Power Shut Up. And then, of course, Sean Mason Lasore, who was the host last year. But y'all got to hear her, okay? She got some things to say. So I wanted her to really speak. And we have national recording artist Corinthia Cromwell, who is going to be playing for us. If y'all don't know who she is, I think that she's known as the first lady of sax. She's a saxophone player. She is the bomb.com. She has new music that she just put out, and she will be gracing us that day all throughout the day. So it's going to be a wonderful, wonderful time. Giveaways. And I'm not just talking about knowledge. I'm talking about free, I like to give free stuff away. So giveaways, knowledge, nuggets, and just an all-around good time. We will be celebrating birthdays of April. I am an April baby. So we will be partying like we did last year, and we turned it up. We had Nonchalant was the DJ, and we just turned it up and had a party. So if y'all not a Taurus, I get it. I'm sorry. But we turning it up for those Taurus that are in the house. So all those wonderful things going on, but we have an amazing guest with us, and she has goodies that you all are going to have to get. So I want to introduce you to a returning guest. Grace is in the house. Y'all heard us talk about Grace. I think it might have been a couple of weeks ago. And Grace couldn't make it with us, but we were so sad because I was like, oh my gosh, y'all keep hearing me talk about this planner that Grace has. And I love every moment that I can tell you all about this planner. I don't want it to be just for me and my team, but she has us for life. So if y'all ain't with it, yeah, y'all missing out. So without further ado, we're going to introduce Grace. Well, we don't have to introduce Grace because she's been here before. But Grace, welcome back.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It's always love when I come to Lunchin with Lisa. Always. So thank you.
So I want you to get right into telling them who you are, what you do. I can just do this all day long, and I'm happy. But tell us who Grace is and why we love Grace so much.
So hello, everyone. First of all, what are your followers called, Miss Lisa? What are they called? The lunchers, the lunch boxers?
The lunch boxers, maybe.
Okay, lunch boxers. So what's up, lunch boxers? My name is Grace Jempe, also known as Gigi. My friends call me Gigi, so now y'all can call me Gigi too, okay? And I'm the creator and founder of Miss Lisa held up hers. I'll hold up the other two colors. The Aravista Planner, the incomparable Aravista Planner. Launched in 2019. Miss Lisa was one of my first supporters. She had our first iteration based out of Washington, D.C., former educator, event planner, and voila, now really the curator and creator of the Aravista Planner. So that is a little bit about me, but I'm open to questions and just chit-chatting. We're here to lunch together.
We're going to dive into this because we're going to talk about this. This is not just a planner. And we just finished talking about the fact that it's not just about a planner, because then people will be like, well, okay, it's a plan. No, this is not just your regular everyday planner. This is a whole mood. It's a journey. It's as Grace said, this is a lifestyle. So she doesn't just produce a planner. There's a whole, I don't even know the word for it, but there's a whole movement behind this. So it's not just that you buy a planner and then you do your own thing. No. Grace got things to do. You got homework. You got things to do.
Yes, it's a community affair.
That's right. So tell us a little bit about what happens once you purchase.
So, I think there are people who are planner people, right? And I'm one of those. And Miss Lisa, I know that you're one of those too. So we are pressed by like August, September. We have our planner for the forthcoming year. We are ready. But there are some who, that may not be their story. And we were aware of that because for me, if you look inside the Aravista planner, and I know Miss Lisa's going to flip hers open, I'm going to flip mine too. The whole reason why it was created, I always say it wasn't me, it was divinely inspired. It's on the first page. It's for you to find, engage, and actively share your purpose, right? And in order to do that, you have to be consistent. And consistency and accountability, those are all things that sometimes we all struggle with, right? We're human. We have so much going on from day to day. So it was imperative that you don't only get the planner and you look at it, you use it for January and put it down. Oh, no. You have complimentary, we call them virtual planning parties. They're all virtual. You don't have to leave your house. Your camera does not need to be on. No one's going to harass you if it's off or on, whatever. And there are accountability sessions in which we talk about different productivity tips. We might have, for January, we had actually, when you purchase your planner in August, from September to December, we actually help you build out your vision statement. And we'll talk about that in a second because Listen, you can buy a planner all day long and you can talk about purpose all day long. But unless you have an actual vision for your life that is divinely inspired, that you can take steps towards, all that is just fluff and talk. So we actually place in the planner the ability for you to create your vision statement. And even that, like, who has done that before? Very few people have actually embarked upon that work. So when you purchase the Air Visa planner, you actually get 5 sessions, not one, not two, not three, but 5 sessions that go along with your Air Vista ambition areas. That's led by a wonderful, wonderful woman named Dr. Autumn Griffin. And of course, I hosted where she actually helps our Air Vistas build out the vision. Once you've done that, but that way, when you slide into January of that year, you are ready to go. And after that, you have monthly accountability sessions, which are, completely optional. You might make January, might miss February, might pop back in March, but it's just a great way for you to, make the investment in your planner. You've done that to make sure that you're holding yourself accountable for what you've said you're going to do. And also build a community around those things that you may struggle with, whether it's finances, whether it's, developing your spiritual walk, whether it is your financial wellness, I'm sorry, your mental wellness or your emotional wellness, whatever those things are. There's nothing new under the sun. There's
Right.
nothing that you haven't been through that somebody else hasn't dealt with, or know someone who has, or has a resource. And I think so many times we suffer in silence unnecessarily. People have the answer to your question is in the room somewhere, but are you
Right.
going to go into the room? So that's what we provided, the room for us to be able to connect. February we had a financial expert on. I have her usually on once a quarter, because I don't play about these dimes and quarters and dollars. You got to get those things together. So those things are all encompassed in the planner. And when Miss Lisa tells me to, I'll walk you through it so you can see what we're actually talking about inside.
So we're going to do that. So before we go into it, I want you to explain how you come up with these fabulous colors and design of the cover of this, because some people I have already heard have received your planners and do not want to crack it open because it's so beautiful. So tell us how you come up with this fascinating cover.
So for those who don't know, my family's from Ghana, right? So I'm very used to, prior to Black Panther, we were already wearing Ankara print, African print, all of that. And it was important for me to really like just wrap this brand within my culture, because before Corona, I used to be an avid traveler. Like I'm getting back on the road come June,
I
but let me
know
tell
that's
you, I was
right.
always on a plane somewhere, because I just love the experience of like new places and new faces and food and just everything. So I went to Portugal, I think 2018, and I loved it. And when I walked around and I saw all the Portuguese tile, it was so interesting to me that it had like gone from this itty bitty little beautiful country and it's come here and it's part of like our dishes, our glassware, backsplashes, tiles. And I thought to myself, my goodness, as I was coming up with as it was dropped in my spirit, this whole concept, I asked myself, as fly as we are, why is that not the same? Why don't we keep that same energy when it comes to these prints? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
as much as we drive culture, as much as we drive fashion, why is it an anomaly? So I wanted to wrap this brand in that whole feel, and that's where the prints come from. So the prints are actual cloths. Like I actually, they're cloths that I own, cloths that I wear, and that's how they come about. Yes, so it's always fresh, it's always new, it's always exciting, because obviously they're always being made. So it's really whatever speaks to me and whatever kind of vibes with the theme of that particular year.
So,
So that's where they
I'm
come
glad
from.
that you explained that, because now I just thought it was so cool. Y'all have to, I might be aging myself, but I am of the Garanimal age where everything matched. So when you see some of of Grace's graphics and her marketing and things, they have on the gear to match, and it is fire. But now I know why it matches the planner, because I was like, that is the bomb. But it makes
Yep.
sense now. I love it. I love it.
Thank
Yes.
you. Yep,
Yes.
we had the outfits, we have the earrings, those are all sold out now. But all of it, it just comes together. It just creates, like you said, it's a vibe, it's a lifestyle. We're going for a movement here. So yes,
It's a
that's
whole
where it
look,
comes
and
from.
I love it. And who doesn't want to be matched to their fabulous planner?
Come
Because
on
I
now.
was looking at this planner like, okay, so where can I find an outfit that matches my planner? Because I know Shariva does this, but this planner goes everywhere. So yeah, you might as well rock it the right way. Ray's gonna show you how to rock this planner. So let's crack it open and tell us what's inside.
Okay, I'm gonna crack open a fresh one.
Okay.
This
Ooh,
one's
a
sold
fresh
out, y'all, but I'm gonna crack it open anyway. If you
Wait a
want
minute,
it,
wait a minute, Grace. Let me
yeah.
stop you. Did you
Okay.
show him the packaging?
No, I did not. You want me to go get one? I'm not close to it, but I'll go get it if you want me to.
Well, we'll go ahead. Maybe I'll try to get it. Yeah, because y'all, it don't start with just the. She is being very humble. It doesn't start with just the planner. It's the whole packaging of this planner. But no, we'll try to pull that in a minute. Yeah.
Okay. Yes. So when you get it, it comes in your navy linen box, of course, with our emblem on the front. And then on the side, it'll tell you what the year is in which you purchase your planner and the theme. So for those who don't know, the theme, so every year the theme of the planner changes. I'm taking my Aravistas somewhere. They'll find out next year where they're going, but it is it's a thematic planner. So you'll never see the same planner twice until the cycle is over. So 2020, when we launched in 2019, that was for the 2020 planner. That was our self-care planner. 2021, which was last year, was our Inspire planner. And 2022 is our Create planner. And the reason why this particular year is Create is because when you are going through a journey, you start with needing to make sure you're taking a stock of yourself, right? And accountability of where you are and making sure you are where you need to be. Once you do that, it is your job to be able to spread the information, spread the wealth, and inspire others around you, which was year two. And once you've done that, it's time to elevate and to begin to create, right? And I think that the reason we all love, like you think back to your childhood, you're like, oh man, I love playing, I love coloring. You felt so like innocent and things were so fresh. And I think we lose that because we don't realize how creative we actually are. If you sing or you dance or you act or you draw, like that's innate to you. But when it comes to just life and becoming more seasoned, we don't get older, we just become seasoned, and all of that, you forget the wonder and the ability that you are patterned after a whole creator. Like he created this whole universe, and you had the ability to create the circumstances, your life, whatever you've done in your life, whatever situation you are in, you've created that through your thoughts, your actions, and your words. But how much more if we sat down and were intentional about those things, would we actually create the life that we enjoy living and that we want to live and that we are actually called to live? So that's why 2022 is the Create Planner. And also, we just came out of a time. So we need to create,
Yes,
a,
indeed. Yes,
a
indeed.
really, a vibrant just environment for ourselves, which is why it's also so colorful and exciting. So when you get your planner, you crack it open, after you go through all the write-ups and hearing about it and so forth and so on. What you come to is one of my favorite elements. So I don't know. Okay, there we go. You can see. So what you come to is, it'll say vision statement. And what we do within this, okay, there we go. What we do here is you free write. So vision boarding has become insanely popular over the past few years. So it's all well and good. I'm with it. I like it. You can actually do that within your planner. So what you do within your free write is you really sit down and you let out all the things you're looking to accomplish within the year, right? And I'll even show you mine. So mine, I'm really like dramatic. So I like to color code mine, and I'll show you why. Because I know it's really extra, but this is my
Oh
spiritual
no, I love
component.
it.
Thank you. We got to get a little saucy. That's my mental, my ambition area, my emotional, my physical, and my financial. So what I do is I kind of just ideate about what it is I want to accomplish within this year that's coming up, right? So you do that. It's like a brain dump, and you can draw pictures, paste things in there, whatever makes you feel good, you do that. Then if you should come to the sessions, or if you've done the work yourself, please go on ahead and you create a vision statement for yourself, right?
Okay.
And so you might ask, okay, what's the point of a vision statement? And I always say your vision statement is like a GPS, right? When you get on the road, as long as you have a full tank of gas, which is like $1,000 these days, like $1 million, if you're driving around aimlessly, if you get off on exit 16 or you get off on exit 22 or whatever, it's not necessarily wrong. It's just you're wasting time, energy, and resources because you don't have a particular destination. If you have a vision as to what you're doing, it cuts down on the ability for you to be distracted, right? In terms of your finances, who you're hanging out with, who you're dating, like all kinds of things. Like it just weeds out the nonsense because you have a very specific vision as to what it is you're trying to accomplish with your life. The biggest project you ever have is your life, right? So that's the reason why vision statements are important. If they weren't important, Businesses wouldn't have them. All of these large corporations wouldn't have them. They use them as their, their directionality as to what they're going to do. So you need one too. If they have it, why don't we have it? We weren't taught that,
Right.
but we need it. Right. So once you do that, I then have you set your goals, and I've broken your goals apart for you into what I call your 5 Aravista ambition areas. And they are our spiritual, mental, emotional, physical, and financial areas. The things that make up really all of what we are. So I
Mm-hmm.
always say, don't overwhelm yourself. A lot of your goals will overlap anyway. So, you might have a spiritual goal that's connected to your finances. You might have an emotional goal that's connected to one of your mental goals. So I always say, don't do too much. Just give yourself 3 goals. You know what I'm saying? Like we're we're only human now,
Right.
but you do want to have some sort of way to gauge what it is that you want to accomplish within the year. So once you've done that, this becomes your roadmap for the year, because every single month opens with a page, I'll just do January, that looks like this.
Yeah.
So yes, and I call these our monthly landing pages. So for January, you end up with a couple of things within your planner, or your lifestyle architect, as I call them. You end up with a word here, which is your character trait, and that is supposed to be your focus area for the month. So for January, it was courage. You have your scripture, you have your affirmations, and you
Mhm.
also have a monthly item that you are to accomplish. For the create planner, they're called creativity challenges, because obviously it's a create planner. So I wanted to give you something that either inspires you to be creative, or got your juices flowing, or was an actual action item that to help you along that journey. So you
Okay.
have that, you set your date for it, you get it done, you schedule it. But then you have a very similar page to what you started out in the year. And what you're doing is taking the larger goals that you set after you did your free write and after you created your vision statement. As you see, they look exactly the same. And you're basically breaking them down into smaller pieces every single month, so that by the
Okay.
end of the year, you've knocked them out.
Yes.
So yeah, so that's I'm talking a lot, but that's kind of like the flow of the planner. And then let me
No,
finish
this
you.
is wonderful. I mean, the sections that you have in here, I mean, that's why I say it's a journey and it's a lifestyle. And if you ever want your life kind of, and of course we have those moments when everything seems like it's just all over the place.
Mhm.
And I have a word that I use that I've shared, and people have actually taken my word and used it too. But kerfuffle is my word. I learned that last year, and I love the word. I'm such a word person,
Me
and
too.
it gets rid of all of that kerfuffle
Mhm.
and kind of puts it in a place where you can just flip back to what am I supposed to be working on? It's a constant reminder. It's just your whole presentation of this planner. So look, I actually was digging while you were sharing,
Mhm.
and I
I can
believe,
hear it. I know what it is.
yes, I believe this was actually the very first one
Yes.
that we got. I
Yes.
don't think I got 2019, but 2020.
Oh no, that's the first one. You're right. We launched
That's the
in
first
June,
one.
but that was
Right,
for the
that's right.
2020. But that's
So
right.
this is the very first one.
It
Um,
is.
and I love this. So wait a minute, I mentioned the packaging. So yes, because I mean this is a whole y'all don't understand. So this was actually in a box. You mentioned the navy blue. It's funny because blue is my favorite color.
Me
Um,
too.
some people think it's just regular navy blue. Yes, navy blue is so classy, but
Thank
it
you,
comes in
Patrick.
this packaging. So here's the Arabista, the the um the logo. It has this with self-care. So that's written on the side. So this actually fits so beautifully right in here. You all don't understand. This goes right in here and slides away. You can put it on a bookshelf somewhere when you're finished with it. And I'm not taking this anywhere. So not only does it fit as a planner, but once you're finished with it, it serves as a journal. So, because it captures all of those things that you did for that year, and then you can put it on the shelf and it fits so neatly and it gives you all the information of what's inside. I mean, oh my gosh, your mind and thinking of something like this is like, yeah. I mean, Shariva is probably my partner in crime with planners and journals. I have many that I haven't even used because I just am so addicted to planners and journals. Um, it might be an OCD thing. I don't know, but it's like you always want to kind of put your life in order and go back to the plan, to the board and say, okay, let me go back because right now I'm all over the place. Because you notice when you're not doing it, you figuring out, oh, I missed this. Oh, I didn't fit it. This captures everything. It has a full calendar in it, and then it breaks the calendar down into the days. So there's nothing that you can't do within this planner, and you look good doing it.
Come
Okay, because
on.
I'm just so fascinated by this whole planner and what I do because I fell in love with it. And I think Shariba was with me when we first found it. I actually decided that this was the planner that I want my teams to use. So I started for Christmas. I actually put in an order as soon as possible when the new ones come out. I usually ask the team to pick the colors that they like because they're so beautiful. They're like, oh, I want the blue. Oh, I want the purple. And I place an order for my entire team. I think it's 4 or 5 of us, and make sure that when they start off their new year, they have their planner. And that's why we feel like Grace should come back every year to get people started on it. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like some people, they get the gym stuff together, but hey, you can keep your dates to going to the gym or whatever. But this is, what I like about planners and journals is because we carry them with us. You want something that looks good, that it doesn't wear down. So because it's hardcover, so it doesn't wear down and bend. And I'm sure she thought about all of these things. She really has thought about a lot when she put this together. And she has everybody I run across has heard about these planners and absolutely loves them. So every chance I get, I try to make sure you all know about Grace. We're going to share with you how to get in touch with her to get yours. Because don't sleep. She already showed us that, or told us that some of her planners are running out. And this is only March. We're not even
We
out
only
of
have
March.
one color left, Miss Lisa. Everything is gone. We got one color left, and only a
Oh,
few of those.
oh my gosh. That is outstanding. Outstanding. So y'all know I ain't lying then, okay? Because somebody else agrees with me. And y'all didn't know the secret yet, but I'm giving you the secret now. So what I want to do is go to a commercial break, and then we're going to come back. We're going to talk a little bit more about this, and then we're going to have Grace do some luncheon with Lisa with us. So we will be right back. Yes. So that was the power. Shut up. It's going to be more of that coming. So stay tuned. So I think we did give you some information on where you can go to get your planner. As I said, she has limited planners left. So there's not much time, and we ain't got to lie about it. You're going to find out really quickly if you wait too long. So you all better go visit and get your planner. And I'm sure once you join the squad, so to speak, she'll let you know when the new ones are coming out, and I jump right on it. I don't play with it because, as you can see, they run out. And if they're running out in March, okay, y'all. Well, first of all, nobody was sleeping on this. Okay, we have one color left, and a few of those. Yeah, nobody was sleeping on this, so everybody understood the assignment, Grace. Okay,
yes, they did. They
yes.
came ready.
How awesome! And you've only been doing this since 2019.
Yes, Aravista turns 3 June 1st of this year. So we are 2 years and 8 months ish.
Oh wow, that is
We,
huge. That
yep,
means
yep.
this was your gift. This was your gift. So
Amen. I believe that.
before we leave here tonight, we'll definitely make sure you know how to contact Grace again and get the Aravista planner, and as well get to know her. She does some wonderful things out there, but we're going to take a moment where we do Luncheon with Lisa. So if you all don't know, this is Luncheon with Lisa. So of course we have a lunch box because we have lunch boxes, right? So what we do every week is we ask everybody to randomly, whenever you think about it, you have a wonderful topic you want to talk about. It could be about anything. Send it to our email address so we can drop it in the box. Because what we like to do with our guests is during the Luncheon with Lisa show, we have a moment where we just talk about a random subject where people are just lunching. Now, I will say this. There's probably plenty of topics we could talk about over and over again in the last few years that people are lunching about. Some of them we've heard many, many times. But we wanted to ask our guests, is there anything that's happening in the world where you just kind of feel like people are just, and I'll say tripping for those who don't understand what luncheon is, because I'm over 50 crew. So, but what is somebody out there lunching about, or have you run across and was like, you know, they really are tripping right now? What you got? And I'm trying to think, look, I'm trying to think of what I haven't already said that still applies today. And it could be about, you know, we've talked about the mask wearing, we talk about young people driving too fast, we talk about all kinds of things. But
oh, I have one.
Wonderful.
There is a now. I'm not really on TikTok. Like I might jump in, but I jump out. I just don't have the time, honestly. But there is, I don't know if it's a challenge, but I mean, I don't know what is going on with these. I don't know what to call them. This upcoming generation behind us. But let me tell you, they. I don't know if it's called like I don't know. I don't want to say this, but if it's a wig challenge, they are snatching off their teachers' hair.
I have never heard of this one.
Have you seen that?
No.
It was a little girl, and maybe they're in like middle school. I was so taken aback. I don't know why the child even had the camera in the first place, but I guess they were outside cutting up, acting up, or whatever. They were in the hallway, and the teacher comes out, and the little girl's like, "I'm gonna snatch your wig off." She's like, and you know, the teacher's just talking. "Oh, really? You're not gonna do nothing? Do it." The girl did it. I said, "Oh my god!"
And this is a thing.
Yes, yes. And I was like, so I think like other students, I guess, saw that and have decided that that was cute and they want to do the same thing. So I've been hearing that a lot, and I've just now they are lunching hard. I don't know how.
Yeah, wow.
The lack of respect is crazy to me. I don't know how you even fix your lips to say that, and let alone reach your hand up to an adult. Said, oh my god! So yes, I thought that was crazy. I couldn't even believe
that would never happen in my day and age. That would be a nah. Mm-mm.
I couldn't believe it. So that's wild. I said, "Oh no!"
I did not even know that was a thing. And I will be honest with you. We have TikTok moments. I swear to you, instead of a movie, we we will pull up TikTok, my husband and I, and watch and laugh all night. Sometimes till my phone actually went dead because we just couldn't stop. Some of the craziest stuff on TikTok, and I'm just like, oh my gosh! I mean, hilarious. So Shariva said Facebook be lunching with people in Facebook jail. So yeah, Shariva's kind of
Facebook jail.
Shariva's in her feelings because she has experienced Facebook jail. Well, see, she sometimes I'll say, so this is what I'll say. So pun intended. So I say the power of shut up is real. And Shariva sometimes doesn't exercise her power of shut up. So although it's a wonderful thing to express your feelings and your opinions, I guess Facebook has decided that there are limits to what you're going to express on Facebook.
So they put her in timeout.
She was so upset. They locked her down for, and Shariva, I mean, let's be clear, it was only for 24 hours, right?
Oh. So they lock you, like you can't enter your account, like you're locked out, or you just can't post it.
She could watch 48 hours. She could watch all day long, but she could not participate.
Oh wow. It was torture. You know, they're lunching for that. That's wild. Are we a free speech platform or not? Like, what are we doing?
It was hilarious to me because
that's crazy.
More than the fact that she was in timeout, it was her reaction to being in time out. I mean, it was like life was over. And she's like, oh, wait a minute. Let me test this. Okay, so I'm gonna try to send you this. So I mean, she even had me testing. So I posted something on her page just to say, hey. And she said, nope, can't do anything. As a matter of fact, I believe that they put a banner to let you know all kinds of stuff. So Shariva was so upset. But I tell you what, when she gained access again, she was a happy camper and she let you know. So yeah, she feels that Facebook is really lunching. Um, we won't get into what she said, what she
Okay.
said. And she didn't use any curse words or anything like that. But I still did kind of say, well, Shariva, you still probably can't say, even though I think they've allowed worse than what she did. So yeah, it was interesting. And she was truly, I mean, she was in her feelings really bad. That was hilarious to me though. Because I've heard about Facebook jail, but I don't think that I've ever like known someone
who got admitted
who was in Facebook jail. But now I know someone who has experienced Facebook jail.
Oh, Sharif, I'm glad they did you out, sis. I'm sorry about that.
She was truly on lockdown and she just could not understand. This could not be true, but it was very true. So those who don't believe in Facebook jail and think that it doesn't exist, you are sadly mistaken. It is real. She said, Cheryl said they are lunching. So what I'm thinking about is, oh, and I had one, but Sharif got me laughing with that Facebook jail. Because yeah, she was having a whole fit. Because I was like, oh my goodness. So, she couldn't do anything that required us having to share on Facebook and things. It was like question for 2 days. You can't do it. Like
no.
She could watch though. So she was like, I'm watching, but that's torture.
Horrible.
Just take me out. Don't leave me in the watch, So but that was pretty funny. I just, of course we have our regular things that I think people are lunching about, but I wanted to say that I think this weather is lunching. That's what I want to say, because I apparently have joined the group that has allergies, which I never had before. So now I am new to the family of allergies and I don't like it. And this weather is just really not making this welcome very kind. I mean, 1 minute we get 80-degree weather.
I know. So beautiful.
We have a rainstorm or it's 30 degrees. Like really? What who has made Mother Nature so mad that she decided I'm just gonna throw it all out there and y'all
and see what sticks?
Yeah.
She's just gonna see what works. Listen, don't play with this weather. Don't get cute. No short sleeves till May. Don't trust it. March and April in DC, Maryland, Virginia is a joke. Don't do it to yourself.
Absolutely.
Don't get excited.
Don't break out. And I saw people breaking out in shorts and stuff. And I'm like, we won't see them in a couple of weeks because they will not feel well. As a matter of fact, when it comes to the allergies, I mean, one day out the house and then I'm like, what is going on with the eyes? And, they're swelling or they're burning or it's just crazy. So I will say that I was really out of touch with people who had allergies. And I really just didn't understand your plight. But I can say now that I understand, and it is the most annoying thing to deal with ever. So that's on my, that's on my bank for things that are lunching. The weather is totally lunching. It has been totally disrespectful for a whole minute. And we are only going into April. So you are correct. We have about a month of surprises before we really lock in and figure out what we can wear. So don't put those Uggs up just yet. You may need them, and it's gotten to the point where I don't even care. People could talk about me and say it's spring, but hey, if the weather says it's cold outside,
it's cold outside.
Rocking my that's what you got them for when it's cold outside. I let the weather dictate what I wear, not what month it is. Okay. So that was my take on things that we're lunching about. So we had some good ones today. Shariva probably is still because Cheryl said it's my allergies, messy with asthma. Weather is luncheon. Absolutely. So what I wanted to do was I wanted to ask you, Grace, do you have any upcoming events or things going on? Can we find out when the new planner will be released? I mean, anything? What you got? What you got?
So, Miss Lisa. So, our vending season is over because right now this is the lab cook-up time.
Right.
This is cook-up production time. So right now, from now until July, all the things that you've been seeing, this is when we cook up the new batch. So there's no new outside of our VPPs for all of our Aravista, our current Aravistas. Those you'll see me every month for that. But right now we're in the lab, we're laying low, but we're gonna pop back out. I can't tell you when launch is, but you know what? If you've been following the Aravista planner, you know when launch is because it's the same day every year.
Oh,
It,
you're right. You're right.
Mhm.
So,
And
okay, so
so,
that means that we can't get a hint on the flavor of next year.
flavor. Oh gosh.
Look, I
Okay.
see Shariva is probably
Oh, okay. I can give you one hint.
okay.
So usually we had first year we had two flavors, right? We had two different sister fabrics.
Yes.
Year two and year three we had three. For year four, we are going to have count on one, two, three, four. Not four, four. We're having four.
We got four.
Yes, that's it. That's all I got. I can't say no more.
Oh my God, you heard it, Shariva. And Cheryl's on. Cheryl's parting. You heard it. So I just know that it's gonna be brilliant. It's been full of color every single time. So I'm sure we will be satisfied with whatever. I just can't wait. We kind of press right now. So yeah, as soon as it's released, I'm going in. I usually will go to the site and say, "Oh, look, y'all, they got the colors out." And Shariva probably sees it before I do and say, the new ones are out." So you all have got to check out Grace's website. You have to check out her page, or she's on Facebook. And check out your marketing is absolutely wonderful. I'm sure everybody has seen the Aravista planner. I'm sure they have. And you are always on my list of Lisa's favorite things. So I am no Oprah by any means,
Oh,
but
don't
I
do that.
have
Yes, you
favorite
are.
things. Yeah, look, I have favorite things. My team has favorite things. So please don't sleep on the fact that maybe in the month of April, um, I might try to get my hands. I know we're still early in the year, so you still have time to use this planner. There might be a giveaway for this planner. I think we gave one away in April last year. So in April, I may do it because I think I have bought an extra one just because I'm so pressed. Um,
You
so
always buy six, Miss Lisa. I already know when
I
you
do.
order. I got to put it in the
You
box.
know
You
what?
always do six.
You're right. So I think I probably did get an extra one. So you know what I forgot to share? You forgot to share this too. Not only does she have
Ooh.
planners,
Oh,
she
the notebook.
has other goodies too.
Yes,
Yeah,
the
so
mini
I
notebook.
have notes and they match the planners. So
Mhm.
she has the little notebooks. These are just adorable.
I sure did, and they were right here. And you know what? People are always like, "Oh my God, I want to write more. I want to write more." So we made them mini, so they can actually fit in the back. So you can put like one back there if you like. You want to carry it around, take notes or whatever have you. So that's why they are mini
No,
planners, mini
I didn't
notebooks.
know that.
Yes, they can fit in there.
Oh, Shariba, did you know that? Oh, no, I didn't know that. Oh my gosh. But these are cute little notebooks. You can just slide them in your purse. You can slide them in your planner. They are adorable and they match. So you, even if you
Mhm.
don't get all, of course, you won't get all three planners for yourself, but you can get all three notebooks for yourself.
Sure
Um,
can.
and you actually have a couple of other little accessories.
Yes, so those are all gone. Oh my gosh, and I didn't bring any with me. I'm sorry, everybody. At lunch
That's
boxes, I
okay.
was lunching by not bringing them, but
Look,
they are literally all gone. But they're tassel markers, so they're little. Oh, they're so cute. I don't have any with me, but
well,
they
can't you go on the site and see?
Yep, you can go on the site and see. You want to, keep that in your memory bank
Yeah, you
for
can't
the
buy
next
it
launch because they'll be back then because they're gone now. But they are the cutest little things and they're so adorable when you put them on your planner. They shake and they're these cute tassels that you can buy some that match the color of your planners. They're fire, and I make them myself. So
They are
I love
fire, and I didn't get any this year, but you all can go check them out because she always has something to just kind of enhance the I mean, it's fire all by itself. But I did get the notebooks. This is so cute. And then her packaging is always just so wonderful. I'm about packaging too. It just everything. Yeah. A plus 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 plus.
Thank
From I was
you.
you to have smiley faces all over your pages because this is how you're supposed to do it. This is how it's supposed to be done. It's eye catching. You thought of everything inside of it. And I'm so glad we met you years ago.
I know.
Because we haven't focused on any other planner since we met you. And plus, you're just a pleasure to work with. So we were talking right before the show, and I mentioned to Grace that what attracted me to the planner was when we went over to her table to purchase the planner. Because of course, when you see them, you just like, I have to have that. So we go over to purchase the planner, and then she says, I think I had to go up to either speak or because it was
Mhm.
hosting, and she said, well, wait a minute, I'm going to need to tell you, what to do with the planner. And of course, I'm thinking what to do with it, like,
I write in it, duh.
like, what do you mean?
Like, what do you mean, girl?
Yeah, she said, oh no, I have to give you, the instructions on how we use this planner. And then some of the information she gave you tonight was what she shared. And then, of course, I was really sold after that. But I mean, how many times do you have instruction with your planner and then you get it? You like, okay, because normally you do your own thing. You get a planner and you write in it however you want to write in it. But there's a mission to this, and it actually helps you to get you through the year. And who doesn't need to do vision board? Right, vision boards are a thing. So you have like 2, 3, 4, 5 in one. And then you have little accessories to match. So Grace, I'm so glad that you came to visit us. I do want to remind you all that you'll see her over and over again if I can help it. So no, this won't be her last time, and we can't wait to share with you the new planner and just look for her. Mostly I like to forget Grace to come on at the beginning of the year to help people to get their years in order. Most people are thinking about finances, they're thinking about fitness, and your planner fits into that whole situation. Like, I need this to get all of that and keep it in order, keep my schedule. And I am one of those people that's learning that I need to write it down somewhere and go back to the same place to look for it. Because I have been guilty of having many calendars, many places, and then I still miss it because it's in that one, it's not in this one. So this one being so beautiful makes me always want to come back to this one. So thank you again for all you do with this. I did want to remind you all to please tune in every Thursday, 7 to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I wanted to remind you all that next week actually ends. So let me remind you, this is Women's History Month. And all month long, we've been having women come on the show to shout out the things that they're doing, amazing things that they're doing. We're just out there making our mark on the world. Grace, this is kind of to celebrate you for all that you do. Grace didn't always do this. I mean, but she stepped out on faith and has been succeeding in this gift. And she didn't really share with you her backstory, but she's been planning or loving the art of organization since she was little. So this is actually living out a lifelong dream on some level. So next Thursday, which is the last Thursday of the month, we have guests coming on. I actually am going to have, and I forgot to do this, my sister, I've been shouting her out all month. My sister is actually running for state court judge in Gwinnett County in Georgia. She actually, in the midst of running, she actually was appointed associate judge for Lilburn and Chamblee. So she actually is now Judge Dove, but she's running for state court judge, I think May 24th. So I want you all, if you are in the area or family that's down in Georgia, is in the area, in Lawrenceville or Chamblee or Lilburn, she's down there trying to make a difference. So please seek her out. She has social media on all platforms, so check her out. She will be here next Thursday. I've never had my sister on the show, so you will be able to meet Judge Erica Dove. But we also have Xavier Siska. And I'm bringing her on because she is doing some marvelous things. I think she's from Trinidad, and she's coming on to talk about. She's a makeup artist, and she also has some other things that she works on. But she actually did the makeup for my sister when she's out here doing this social media life that she is just learning how to do. But Zavia, and I'm hoping I'm saying her name right, but she has been makeup artist for all kinds of news anchors and things like that, all over the place, down in Georgia. So I'm looking forward to having them on the show next week. So y'all, this has been absolutely wonderful. I'm loving what Grace is doing with these journals, and can't wait. You saw I tried to get something out of her, but I couldn't get it out of her. But I wanted to find out if we could get a little sneak peek of something, but she is locked down. No, we can't know. So okay, we'll wait.
Let's do this, Miss Lisa. So you usually have me come on the front end of the year. If you have me come on after July 31st, you
Okay.
get the first sneak peek. First
Okay,
one.
we're gonna set that up. Have
Done.
to. So Shariva, you look, remind me, Shariva. You heard what she said. It's live, okay? So we got you. Oh, she put up a code. Is this a code?
Yes. So this is Luncheon with Lisa 2022 coupon code. Now you see you have no reason. Miss Lisa told you she loved the planner. We showed you it was in the planner. If you were trying to save some coins, I got you. Done deal. Before they're gone, you
Yes.
better hurry.
No excuses. Y'all get it now. It's still, we're not even finished with March yet. So you haven't missed much. So go ahead and get that planner before I go back out there and get the few she has left. And probably do some giveaways for the Power Shut Up. So that's another opportunity to get this beautiful planner. That's how much we believe in her and how much I feel like you should support. I can't support everybody and do everything, but I do try to make a difference. And for those things that really, connect with me, me being a planner lover, and then just connecting with her product, and loving everything about it, is what am I supposed to do except, share her with others. So thank you so much. And we love to have you, because you always, not only is her name Grace, she's just full of grace. She's always such a pleasure to have on the show. So thank you so much. And let's remind everybody where they can find you, connect with you, and get that planner.
So you can find me on Instagram or Facebook. Instagram a little more heavily at Arivista Planner, Arivista Planner, and it's right there in the chat. ARRIVISTA Planner, common spelling. You can find us and order at www.aravistaplanner.com. Those are the places where you can always find the Aravista Planner. We always here for you, baby. So come on over to the Aravista tribe. You're gonna love it here.
And hurry up, because there's not many left. And then they go into hiding, and you just have to wait like everybody else. So get yours now. And like I said, I might be picking up, a couple of those. Yeah, so y'all better hurry up, because I got things in my head and I want somebody to have them. So if you don't get them first, somebody that I want to give it to is going to have it. So, and then she gave you the code, so you know what to do. So let's make it happen. So let's do one more commercial, DSM Media, to remind you of what we do behind the scenes, and then we'll come back so we can say goodbye. So thank you all so much for tuning in. Right on time. It's almost 8 o'clock. So we expect to see you next Thursday to end out Women's History Month. Come and check out the women that we're going to be celebrating next month. And congratulations to all the women all this month that have been doing the daggone thing. And keep on going. It's not just March, it's all year long. Show them how it's done. So until next Thursday, we'll see you then. Have a good one.